Jai Guruji Maharaj, Shukrana Guruji Maharaj. With folded hands and gratitude in my heart, I bow to the lotus feet of our beloved Guruji. With His divine grace and due permission, I would like to share Guruji Satsang with all of you, His immense blessings with all of you. Although I cannot, and I who am I to sing the glorious praises of Guruji, of Almighty God, because Guruji is God and God is Guruji. But still, I would try with Guruji's grace and His blessings. I would try to be a good medium to narrate His blessings, narrate His golden vachans, His messages, and share it with all of you. Because Guruji used to say, when we narrate the satsang and when we listen to the satsang, then the blessings flow both ways. Both are blessed immensely. So with this, I would like to start the satsang and share my ongoing blissful journey with all of you. Guruji used to say that we have to start from the very beginning. Now we cannot even, describe, or we cannot even think of since when we are connected to Guruji, because Guruji used to say we are connected with him since many past lifetimes. So in this lifetime, I heard the name Guruji sometime back in 2018 or 2019, which I do not exactly remember. So forgive me, Guruji. All the words which are flowing from my mouth, these are Guruji's words, and we are no one to sing the glorious praises, as I mentioned earlier. So, our family was invited to Guruji Satsang by Guruji's devotee, and my mother went to the Satsang. Guruji pulled our family, to be precise. And my mother went to a satsang. It was very blissful. It was very peaceful. She came back and told us, but that it was not my calling. And to be ill-fated, I can say I did not answer his calling. So I just ignored that, and because I did not have enough faith in human gurus at that time. Forgive me, Guruji, for the same. And also then there was a grocery shop nearby, and they had changed their shop's name to, the first name was Guruji and then their shop's name. And then my mother asked, why did you change the name of your shop? And the owner lady, she was like, he is everything for us. Guruji is everything for us. Guruji is God. He had cured that lady's liver cancer. So Shukrana Guruji, thank you Guruji. So these were the two instances which occurred in 2018-2019. So if now I understand, we cannot understand, but with my little understanding, that was the way for Guruji to bless our family. So thank you Guruji for blessing me with my first job. Thank you for blessing me with my degree. Thank you for blessing my brother's marriage, because this Guruji made me realize later on. Then fast forward, I again hear the name Guruji in 2023 Jan, while I was scrolling Instagram through some profiles, and they were writing like Shukrana Guruji, and I just ignored that thing, like what has happened to people. So forgive me Guruji. And then in Feb again I hear the name Guruji on Instagram, on YouTube, because there was a satsang at Guruji's devotees home place. And then few minutes later I again hear the name Guruji at my home place. So his calling was there, but I was not ready as a student, or maybe I had to go through certain other karmic tests before answering that call. This is my little understanding. Then fast forward to 2024. I shifted to Noida, and for the very first time, Guruji calls me to Bade Mandir in 2024. So Bade Mandir is a powerful divine center. It is the most powerful temple in the whole world. Guruji used to say, if someone even comes in between the radius of 5 kilometers of that temple, then that person is immensely blessed. I mean, Bade Mandir is the holy Shiv Puri of our beloved Guruji. So he called me to Bade Mandir, and I remember I saw Ekamkar and Om there. And I was like very happy to see that there is so much peace, there was so much bliss, but I could not feel any connection. Then again he called me for second time. And for the first time, because this is satsang, we have to speak the truth should be told. So when I went to the Langar hall, wherein Langar Prasad is distributed with immense love and grace and humility. So I saw there were huge swarups of Guruji Maharaj over there, and I thought in my mind that this Guruji is so stylish. At that time, I did not know that Guruji had taken Mahasamadhi, if I remember correctly. So these were the thoughts which were lingering in my mind during my first visit, and I did not feel any connection, to be very honest. Then his Guruji called me to Bade Mandir for the second time, and during that time when I was about to have the Langar Prasad, I had tears in my eyes, but I did not know the why then. But now by listening to old Sangats, Satsangs, and with my little understanding, I know that Guruji used to say that that's soul to soul connection. And then again he called me for the third time, and there was some construction going on in the mandir, in the powerful dome which is inside the main hall. Then Guruji's asan was kept outside, and all were bowing their head in front of that asan, and I was like, what are they doing? And I think that was my second or third visit. So still there was no connection, and I could not understand so many whys, because see, I was in that ifs and buts. Guruji used to say, when you come to my shrine, you should leave your intelligence, your ego, outside the door. So I had those ifs and buts. I had that ego. I had that so-called intelligence. I was, with so many questions in my mind. So those were the first 2 or 3 visits to Bade Mandir. Not visits. It's like Guruji's calling. Without Guruji's permission, we cannot even hear the name of Bade Mandir. It's so powerful. Then Guruji directed me to Neem Karoli Baba during that, after that time. So I am also immensely thankful to Neem Karoli Baba. There are certain experiences with Neem Karoli Baba. So when I started going to Neem Karoli Baba's mandir in Delhi, then I think during my third visit, probably, when I finished chanting Hanuman Chalisa, and I lifted my head up, so I saw Guruji's Swarup there. And I was like, you are here as well. So it's like he was following me everywhere. And I correctly remember that was Guruji's yellow chola Swarup. So thank you, Guruji, for calling me time and again to yourself. And I was so stupid. I was so ignorant of your blessings, of your calling. So forgive me for that, Guruji. And then after that visit, again there was calling, and I just ignored that calling. So again, my ill fate, I would reiterate these words. Then what happened comes 2025. I think this incident which I narrated of Neem Karoli Baba, wherein Guruji again showed up, was during 2025. So now I remember some of the dates exactly, so I'll narrate accordingly. I'm narrating the dates and I'm narrating the months or years, because this is like the journey of connection, of knowing our Guru, of knowing the God. Although we cannot ever know God, because there is a Kabir Das Ji's metaphor, right? If all the entire earth is made into paper, and if all the trees and forests, they are made into pens, If the water in all the seven oceans is turned into writing ink, even then the virtues and glory of the Guru cannot be fully written. So this is how big the Lord Almighty, the Supreme Architect, Creator, the Lord is, right? So now comes 2025, and 5th July I was traveling and I was listening to a podcast, spiritual podcast, wherein Guruji's devotee was there. And earlier also I had listened to the podcast from the same devotee. But now she was mentioning Guruji's name, but she mentioned something like that Guruji gives 3 chances. And also I had listened to Guruji's golden vachans, that Guruji used to say that saints utter the golden words only 3 times, right? So I was all ears that day. I don't know why. It was like the calling was getting intense. So that first chance or first signal from Guruji was listening to that spiritual podcast, right? With so much attention and feeling that pull towards Guruji. Then when I got at the station and when I was in my car, suddenly a car appears in front of a car with Guruji sticker. So that was my second signal. And third, when I reached my home place and I entered my room, there was Guruji's bracelet on my bed. My niece had kept it there. So that was my third, calling of that day, that particular day, 5th July 2025, from Guruji Maharaj. So thank you, Guruji Maharaj. And I don't know what changed in me. And I was like, that's it. So now I have to answer the calling. I don't know what happened. Guruji only changes your thoughts. He's the one who puts those, thoughts in your minds. He's the one who is guiding us. He's the one who is operating within us. So he is the intuition. He is the subconscious. He is everything. So 7th July 2025, I wished Guruji Maharaj happy birthday for the very first time while bowing in front of the red dragon Chola Swaroop, which I always correlate to the Shabad Rajan ke Raja, Maharajan ke Maharaja. He is the king of all kings and emperor of all emperors. So thank you, Guruji Maharaj, for showering your blessings, for taking me into your fold. Thank you so much for everything. So this is 7 July 2025, 8 July 2025. I am again back to my flat in Noida. Before that, I would like to mention, when the third time Guruji Maharaj's name was mentioned at a home place, after few months from then, Guruji Maharaj's Swaroop, it's like was in a shrine. It's like Guruji Maharaj himself came. So that was green Chola Swaroop and yellow Chola Swaroop again. So thank you, Guruji Maharaj. Then 8 July, when I was back in my flat, I was sweeping the floor and there was a whiff of fragrance. And I was like, what is this fragrance? I was so amazed. But at that point of time, I did not even know that Guruji's presence, that fragrance is indicative of Guruji's presence. So thank you, Guruji Maharaj, for showing your presence, for blessing me immensely. And on the same day after that, because I was not aware of the thing, but I did feel his presence, that fragrance, and that was something very amazing, very different. I cannot even describe in words. Then I was cleaning my home shrine and home altar, and I was about to do a worship, some rituals, and suddenly I feel that there's a drop of nectar on my forehead. And I was like, I did not even touch any honey. So how come that drop of nectar can be there? I just, I think I try to wipe that with my finger, but then there is no drop of nectar. But I did feel that as well. Now, that is something unique I experienced, because see, Guruji used to say that everyone's connection is unique. Everyone needs to have a direct one-to-one connection with Guruji Maharaj. there should be no mediator in between. No one should come between you and your God. No one should come between you and your guru. It is like direct connection. So, and we, it's like very, very unique. So I have heard in other satsangs that there is Amrit Varsha. The nectar flows from Guruji Maharaj Swarups. But I did feel that drop of nectar on my forehead, and that was confirmed in one of the old Sangats satsangs, one of the old devotees' narration of Guruji's blessings, that she was at Dugri temple, which is Guruji Maharaj's birthplace, and while she was standing in the line to have Guruji Maharaj's darshan, then a drop of nectar fell on her lips, and that confirmation I got from this satsang, a year or so later. So thank you, Guruji Maharaj, for confirming each and every little detail. And as we go further in this journey, I will share many more, satsangs based on telepathic messages, and you will understand how the journey, the connection grows with Guruji Maharaj when Guruji Maharaj accepts us into his divine fold. Thank you so much, Guruji Maharaj. So this was 8 July 2025, and I had those two divine experiences. Then comes 10 July 2025, Guru Purnima. That was the very first time. Guruji called me, not for the first time, but Guruji called me to Bade Mandir, and that was for the very first time. I went with a heart full of love, affection, and gratitude. And when I reached there, it was like I am home. For the very first time, it's like, I think I felt that on 7 July only, when I wished him happy birthday, when I bowed in front of his Swaroop. But it was like I was going to meet my Guru, and I was overjoyed that day, 10 July. So I was, while I was having the darshan with so much love and now the gratitude in my heart on 10 July 2025, so I just went blank. I really completely went blank, and I was like in awe of Guruji Maharaj Swaroop, Guruji Maharaj. So 10 July was my first Guru Purnima with my Guru in this lifetime, I would say. Then comes 13 July. 13 July, Guruji blessed me with my first satsang I could attend at a devotee's home, because whenever we get an invitation for a satsang, it is not any devotee's invitation, it is Guruji Maharaj's invitation himself to us. So we should respect that. And like Guruji used to say, we should not make our Guru wait for us. So Sangaji, we all should reach the satsang well in time before the satsang starts, because Guruji Maharaj, loves punctuality, discipline, and we should, show our respect to our Guruji Maharaj with these little things, by following his vachans, by following his words, by following his, golden statements, I would say. So he blessed me with the first satsang, and when I reached there was Guruji's Rockstar Chola Swaroop, and he was smiling at me, and it felt like he's saying to me, okay, you have come. And I was like, thank you, Guruji. And I had Langar Prasad, I heard Gurbani, Shabad Gurbani that day, Langar Prasad, and it was so much fun, because that is, July is Guruji Maharaj's birthday on 7 July, and July month is, it's so very important for the devotees, and it's there are some real precious memories, right? So when I was leaving for the satsang that day, a parcel arrived, and I was looking at that parcel. I thought in my mind that that day Durga Chalisa was to arrive, because I had ordered Durga Chalisa from Amazon, and also Guruji Maharaj had made me order Shiv Puran. But that day Durga Chalisa was to arrive, and Shiv Puran was to arrive 1 or 2 weeks later. So I did not open the parcel. I left it with my tower guard, and when I came back from the satsang, I kept looking at that parcel because that parcel was heavy, and I was like, what is that? Durga Chalisa cannot be so heavy. And it did not even occur to me that I should open it. I just kept staring at that, and when I opened it, that was a blessing from Guruji Maharaj. That was Shiv Puran. So, and Durga Chalisa never arrived, Sangatji. And Guruji blessed me with Shiv Puran, and since that day, I mean, not that day, but few days later, Guruji Maharaj blessed me with starting the reading of Shiv Puran, and yeah, these are his blessings. And I heard in old Sangats, old devotee satsangs as well, that Guruji Maharaj used to bless Sangatji with Shiv Puran. And I mean, there were different forms of prayers he used to say to some other devotees. I mean, that was also very unique, But yes, Shiv Puran, majorly he used to say to many of the Sangatjis and devotees. Then comes, so these were the blessings for 13 July. So now it's like how the journey progresses. Then I would share some telepathic messages wherein I used to get his messages, and I started understanding the telepathic messages. See, I knew these words telepathy because I was into tarot reading. Okay, so a satsang is coming to my mind. See, I'm going to and fro because like I said, these are Guruji's words, and whatever he will make me share with you, I will share the same, only with his due permission and his agya. So I was into tarot reading, and then Guruji made me listen to satsangs. The satsang journey started. So I was listening to a satsang on YouTube, and I just picked my tarot cards to start the tarot reading for that particular day. And the satsang which was playing in the back end, immediately one of the devotees, she narrates that Guruji used to say that, I mean, Guruji did not like astrology, numerology, there's tarot readings, past life regression, etc., etc. And that point of time, I had tarot cards in my hand, and I just put them on the table. Never ever after that I did a tarot reading. Never ever after that I, looked at any tarot card or something. And Guruji, I don't know, he's making me share this. Guruji made me sell all the tarot cards, oracle cards, and yeah. So thank you, Guruji, for blessing me and, making me understand your messages and allowing me to follow your words, to follow your golden statements. So this is one of the first satsangs. Then telepathic messages, I will say. So once there was a train journey scheduled for Monday, and Sunday night I go to sleep, and suddenly the thoughts, he was putting thoughts in my mind, and it's like I'm getting anxious, and it's like do not go, something like that. So I tried to curb that feeling, but then I was like, I called my brother and I tell him that, look, I do not want to travel tomorrow. Maybe I'll travel Tuesday. So he was like, why are you telling that? I just told the words, see, I will get train anxiety. And after uttering those words, I was like, why did I say this? So it's okay. Then I went to sleep, but then I was at peace after uttering those words. But before that, those thoughts, the thought of not going tomorrow made me so uneasy that I could not lie on the bed, and I had to go and talk to my brother. So it's like when Guruji Maharaj wants you to take any action, he will make sure that you take that action. He will guide you, he will direct you, right? You just have to follow. Because we are mere puppets in the hands of the divine director, our Guruji Maharaj, our God Almighty, the Supreme Father, the Supreme Protector. So the next day, when we checked the schedule and the status of the train, it was late by 5 hours. And I don't know if I would have been in that train, it would it might have caused a train anxiety, or I don't know. But that was one of the few. I mean, I'm sharing this satsang because these are little satsangs, but this is like, these are faith cementing satsangs. How your connection is formed with Guruji Maharaj from not understanding his calling in 2018 to 2025, wherein I started understanding his telepathic messages. Then again, there was a Brahma Kumari's event in Noida, and I never attended any event. And now, because I was in Guruji's fold as well, I was not keen to go anywhere because I had found my home, right? But then he only puts those thoughts so that these satsangs can be made and shared with Guruji's Sangat, because everyone in the world is Guruji's Sangat only. We are his children. We all are his children, and we are connected to each other. So I tell to Guruji Maharaj that please give me a signal if you want me to attend this event. So when I call the organizers of the event, so then they were like, it's like houseful, and now there is no ticket available. I said okay, but then Guruji made me listen to a satsang wherein one of the Guruji's devotee, she also goes to Brahma Kumaris in Mount Abu with Guruji's due permission. So that, see, he makes us listen to the satsangs wherein our answers are hidden. So nothing is coincidence in Guruji Maharaj's world. Everything is designed by the Supreme Director. Like Guruji used to say, there is no coincidence. Everything is his planning, his doing. We are mere puppets in his hands. So he made me listen to that satsang, and that was a signal that yes, you have to attend that such event. Then I called the organizers again next day, and then the lady, she was like, okay, you can come because we have created we have booked an extra hall because of the large demand from 500 extra people. So I was like, wow, Guruji. Then when I reached the venue, I was to sit in the extra hall, but not in the main hall where BK Shivani was to deliver the discourse. But then from one of the sisters, I got the pass for the main hall, and I've got to be seated in the main hall. And this is how Guruji Maharaj treats his Sangat. He makes us feel so special. So that was very lovely satsang, wherein I got the divine direction and exact message from the satsang. So listening to satsangs is very, very important, and sharing your satsangs, sharing your blessings from Guruji Maharaj is immensely important. Then Guruji made me order Kabir ke Dohe. So I was like, why? And see, now I am just a puppet, and I just need to follow his directions. So I do not think, because like I told earlier that Guruji used to say, leave your intelligence, leave your, so-called ego, leave your status out at the door. Right? So now I do not think with my logical mind. With Guruji Maharaj, anything is possible. You just have to have faith in him. You just have to surrender to him. So it's like he made me order Kabir ke Dohe. And of course, behind everything, there's a reason. Nothing is coincidence, right? So I was like, okay. So indeed, I was fond of Kabir ji ke Dohe since the childhood. But then he made me order that book, and I was like, okay, Guruji, you will definitely tell me. I have faith. And then he made me listen to a satsang wherein an old Sangaji was narrating that in Guruji's Jalandhar Mandir, Kabir ke Dohe used to be played. So thank you, Guruji, because there is a purpose behind everything, whatever you make us do, and behind each and every action of ours. And then he made me read many other books as well. He made me read Surcharged with Divine Love by Sukhmani Auntie. That is such a blessed book. I mean, then I'm sharing my satsangs in, I mean, random order now. Then he blessed me with his YT channel. He blessed me with the reading of his holy Mahagranth, his holy book, Light of Divinity, and his YouTube channel is named Guruji Divine Light. And that's also a satsang, because earlier he made me name that Guruji's Divine Grace. Then he made me realize that he is a divine light. He is the divine light from which all forms have emerged, right? Whether it is Guru Nanak Dev Ji, whether it is Shivji, Krishnji, Hanumanji, Durga Mata, Jesus, Allah, Christ, I mean, whatever form of God it is, they have all emerged from that one divine light, and that is God, because there is only one and one God, and that is Guruji. So he made me realize that, and he made me change the YT channel name from Guruji's Divine Grace to Guruji Divine Light. So he made me read the holy Mahagranth, holy book, Light of Divinity. So thank you, Guruji, for your blessings. Then he blessed me with the reading of Blessings Ready for Divinity by Commander Uncle. Then he also blessed me with the reading of The Laws of the Spirit World, which is still in continuation, which will be finished with his blessings and his due permission only. And he also made me read Autobiography of a Yogi, because earlier I had so many spiritual books in my library, but I never used to buy Autobiography of a Yogi. But then there was a signal from one of the satsangs only that Guruji used to say to some of his sangats to read Autobiography of a Yogi. And while I was going through that book, I was like, this is how our Guruji Maharaj does things. So this is like exactly the miracles which were performed by different saints. It is like the miracles, the blessings, because Guruji used to say, these are not miracles, these are my blessings, right? So these kind of blessings are bestowed by Guruji Maharaj on us, on his Sangat. So, and that was also confirmed by one of Guruji Maharaj's old Sangat ji, wherein she also, thinks that whatever Guruji Maharaj does is exactly what the different saints did in Autobiography of a Yogi. And Guruji confirmed it himself, that I am a practical Guru. I do things practically. So thank you, Guruji Maharaj, for everything. Then, now he's making me remember some of the very sweet little satsangs. So then once I felt like eating Kada Prasad, and I was at Bade Mandir, and when I entered the Lango Hall, there was bread pakoda prasad and Kada Prasad that day. So thank you, Guruji Maharaj. And I had tears in my eyes that he listens to even the smallest desires of yours. He is so full of love and compassion. He's the epitome of love and compassion. He's so kind. He's so generous. He's so humble. See, when God is so humble, he is so kind. Why can't we human beings can't be, kind and generous to each other? So this was a little satsang. Then one day I felt like eating melody toffee prasad. And the other day Guruji made me attend a satsang, and there was melody toffee prasad in Aarti Thali. These are little satsangs. Then I am allergic to green gram. So whenever I eat that green gram, so I have severe backache. So there is some allergic reaction. But then for 3 consecutive satsangs, Guruji made me eat that green gram only, in those satsangs, and there was no pain, there was no allergic reaction. So thank you, Guruji Maharaj, because Langar Prasad is not a, substance. We should not think it as a substance. We should think Langar Prasad as a blessing, as a cure. Because Guruji Maharaj used to say that one roti, one bread is for, curing the past ailments, the past the karmic past, clearing the karmic knots of the past. And the second roti, second bread, is for getting the blessings into flow, right? So langar prasad is very, very important. That's a blessing for that time, or that's a cure for that particular time, or that's a blessing 20 years in advance. So you never know. So you have to eat that with prayer in your heart, with that faith in your heart, and by thinking that this is not a substance, this is my blessing, this is my cure. And one of the shabads is coming to my mind, which used to be played in Guruji Maharaj's presence: Mera bad Guru Govinda. God, Guruji is our healer. He is the physician. My God is my physician. Then, and this is my green gram allergic satsang. Then another health satsang I would like to share. When Guruji Maharaj took me into his fold, I had severe knee pain. So I could not even walk up the stairs. And I was like so depressed, I would say. Depressed, like I used to feel so sad. I'm not depressed actually. But yeah, because earlier I used to run up the stairs like 20 or 30 times a day, and suddenly there was a pain in my knees. And when I bowed to Guruji Maharaj, and I was like, I cannot even bow in front of you properly. I cannot even sit cross-legged in front of you. So I prayed to him, and without any, I do not even remember when my pain was gone. So thank you, Guruji Maharaj, for curing my knee pain. Thank you for showing us that langar prasad is powerful, so powerful that it's these are not substances, and whatever allergic reactions we have in normal life, whatever problems we have in normal life, those are like cured by langar prasad. Because in Guruji Maharaj's presence, Guruji used to treat diabetic people sometimes with jalebis, with sweets, sugar. And Guruji Maharaj used to make the sangat eat chilies who had tonsils or something like that. So it's like he's making me say the phrase diamond cuts diamond. But only Guruji, only God knows his ways. We cannot even fathom the vast divinity which is residing inside us in form of Guruji Maharaj, because God resides in all of us. It's like Guruji used to say that there's a black tip, that black brown oxidizing substance at the tip of the matchstick. So that size our soul is, and that much of Shiv, that much of God resides in all of us. So yeah, I shared my health satsang, knee pain satsang. Then a very sweet satsang is coming to my mind, that Guruji gave me the telepathic message that I have to do the seva of laddus for a satsang, which was to be held at a devotee's place. So Guruji gave me the message, and I got the message, okay, that Guruji is asking me to do seva for laddu, for these many kgs laddu for that particular day, for that particular satsang. And then, but when I was about to call that Sangat auntie, then Guruji puts a thought in my mind to stop and not call her, and open the Surcharged with Divine Love by Sukni Auntie book. So I randomly opened the page, and there was something like, you have to wait for further confirmation. Then I stopped, because I knew there is something else Guruji wants me to know and to follow. Exactly. Then before midnight, he made me listen to an old Guruji Satsang, wherein Guruji had asked her and his husband to deliver, or not deliver, but do the seva of moti bundi ke laddu, right? And earlier, when I was about to call that Sangat auntie that day, I was about to tell her that Guruji is making me to do the besan ke laddu ki seva. I mean, so it was like Guruji is so precise. Whatever he wants, he just wants that. He is like exactly he tells you, exactly he delivers the message. I mean, whatever you are supposed to do, you whatever you are supposed to hear, right? So, and he told me the exact amount, and then in that satsang he made me do the seva, all with his instructions. We just have to follow him. It's like Guruji used to say, 100% obedience is 100% faith, and 100% faith is 100% results with Guruji Maharaj. So thank you, Guruji Maharaj. Shukrana, Guruji Maharaj, for everything. So no logic applies in Guruji Maharaj's, presence. So a very different and very unique satsang I would like to share. So Guruji gives a message via telepathy to apply chandan, that is sandalwood, on his forehead as it was burning. So I was like, what is Guruji saying? But then that message kept repeating, because almost every time Guruji gives me confirmations in threes. And I was like, okay, that's not my thought, that is Guruji putting that thought. But then I applied chandan, sandalwood tikka on his forehead, on his rockstar swarup, which is in my room. Then a message again rings in my mind, that shivling on fire, shivling on fire. And I was like, Guruji, I'm so sorry. I don't know why these negative thoughts are coming to my mind. But then he asks me to check news on Google. When I searched on the Google for the latest news of that week, then definitely there was a news that a man had allegedly set Shivling and Kali idols on fire by burning some clothes inside the temple in region of Assam. And then he puts a thought in my mind to share the satsang in one of the satsangs I was attending. And during that time, I requested Guruji Maharaj to give me 3 confirmations, that so that I could share my satsang, because otherwise people would think I'm crazy, because you should and must share your satsang, because in every satsang there is an answer, there is a blessing hidden for I don't know whom, right? So that is why you are here listening to this satsang today, because there are answers for you hidden in this satsang. There are blessings for you hidden in this satsang by Guruji Maharaj. I am no one. I, me, myself doesn't apply. It is not even a word. It's all Guruji Maharaj. It's all his grace. It's all divinity. So Guruji gave me those 3 exact confirmations, and then he made me share that satsang, that day. So this is how he gives you confirmation, right? Then once Guruji asked me to share satsang for my green gram, pulse allergy in the same satsang, right? So I was like requesting him to show me a sign again. And in Langar Prasad, Sangaji, there was green gram and rice. So he makes us act accordingly to his wish, to his will, and we should surrender to him. Surrender is a very big word. Even I cannot even say that I have surrendered to him, but I try each day and with every act to have full faith in him, to surrender to him. Correct? And I shared the green gram dal allergy satsang that day. So he confirms each and every thought of yours, because each thought is governed by him when you are in his fold. So Sangaji, now Guruji is guiding me to share some of his golden vachans. So once Anita Kumar aunty, Guruji's old Sangat ji, she asked Guruji, life ka kya matlab hai? What is the meaning of life? Guruji told her, time pass. Literally he told time pass, and he said, कट लो अपने कर्म हंसते हंसते, मैं हैगा तो ऑर्डिनल कटवा रहे हैं. So Sangat ji, we have to bear our karmas. There is no escaping the karmic cycle. But with Guruji, this karmic chain, it becomes easy. When we are in his fold, somehow it's like we know that he is with us. right? All the time, all the time. We just have to feel his presence. We just have to be in his hukum. Then Guruji used to say, "Apne guru nu manno, guru te parosa karo, mainu pyar karo." So these are Guruji's exact words told by a Sangat auntie in one of her satsangs. Guruji used to say, "Have faith in me, surrender to me, love me, trust me." Right? And Guruji used to say, "जिसने जो दिया उस परमात्मा का बार बार शुक्राना करो." Because that Guru, that God showered immense blessings on you. So you should always, always be in that feeling, in that attitude of gratitude towards him. So thank you, Guruji Maharaj. Thank you so, so, so much. Then he was like, तीन चीज़ां दी बारिश होएगी अगे, cancer, divorce and depression. So it is like 3 things will be, multiplying, and those will be cancer, divorce and depression in the future. And we all are seeing like what's happening in today's life, right? So we have to pray to God Almighty, because prayer is very powerful, and we all have to form our unique divine connections with the Guruji Maharaj, and we all have to sit with him. Sangat ji, you can talk to Guruji Maharaj Swaroop, because he answers each and every thought of yours whenever you are in any problem, whenever you have nowhere to go, and it feels like all the doors are closed, and no, not all the doors are closed. If one single window of light of the divinity is still open in your life, and it is always open in your life, you just have to look within. You just have to look deep. You just have to dig deep. And that window is of our Guruji Maharaj, of God Almighty, of, the King of all kings, the Emperor of all emperors. So, with one Shabad Gurbani lines, I would like to, conclude my today's, not mine, Guruji Satsang today. तू मेरा पिता, तू है मेरा माता, तू मेरा बंधप, तू मेरा भ्राता, तू मेरा राखा सबनी थाई, तांपा केहा काड़ा जियो. It goes like, you are my father, you are my mother, you are my relative, and you are my brother. You are my protector everywhere. Why should I feel any fear? Why should I feel any anxiety? So Guruji Maharaj, thank you so much for making me share your satsang today, share this blissful journey with all your sangats, because everyone is your child. Each one of us, we are your children. So thank you for blessing everyone. Thank you so much for each and everything, and taking us into your fold. And please keep us always near to your lotus feet, and thank you for blessing us with the nectar of your lotus feet. Thank you, Guruji Maharaj. Shukrana, Guruji Maharaj. Jai Guruji Maharaj. I would like to seek forgiveness from beloved Guruji Maharaj for the mistakes in the narration of this divine satsang of Guruji Maharaj. I would also like to seek forgiveness from each and every one of you, Sangat ji, and thank you. Thank you, each and every one of you. Thank you so much, Guruji Maharaj. Thank you so much. Jai Guruji, Shukrana Guruji.